And this is why you guys thought I was like 20 something when you first met me.
Yeah, I totally still think you're 20. Pretty sure you lie.
It's all a giant facade. I'm actually a 30-year-old gay Asian man and no one knew.
You could season a steak with that voice.
I mean, I could definitely be two of those things. Oh, I don't know, but gay and Asian. You probably, it has me in it and Dizzy. No, that kind. Jesus Christ.
I already drew a dick in the invisible color.
Hello, bird. Hello, would you like to say hello? Don't fucking bite me. No, it's not just me shrieking in the background. Hi. Hi. Are you done?
I thought you have adorable hiccups.
That is the bird. I mean,
Yeah.
it's. She makes a noise. Go. Don't. No, 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 no. You don't. Why are you on my chair now?
It refuses to go back into the cage. It wants freedom.
She's never in the cage, Virgor. She's always in the cage.
You see, that's what you tell us. But where the truth lies, we do not know.
God damn it, Virgor. I don't. Bird. I don't like this bird having its ass above my head. That's gonna end very badly. So, you go up there. You stay up there. Stop yelling. Please. Thank you. That applies to all of you. And, Fergor, you type /host musical84. Muzzical. You don't need to I've never my streams as mature. Or I've said some pretty dumb shit. There's the whole pelican and the strap-on incident. The pelican and the strap-on incident is very. Yusuf, you were there.
I was?
Were you?
I
Yusuf
don't
and
know.
Fergor might have been. You two have been on stream before.
I mean, I guess I have, but
I always end up clicking it like at the very end of the stream.
Nice to
Like,
see.
oh, weekend streaming. I'm gonna check it. Oh, it's good. It's done.
I mean, I end up streaming for like maybe an hour and I stop. The problem is, I'll be playing a game for straight, and then at the very end, whoever I'm playing with goes, "Hey, why weren't you streaming this?" I'm like, "Oh shit!" So I stream the last half and then go off stream. Bird, the bird is on the floor now. Okay, give me a second. I'm back. We will start.
I believe it.
Yeah. Oh, what? Okay. Oh, oh. It- yeah, same. I got 8:30. Mm.
Where's that?
New York's better.
I'm sorry, but I'm from New York. I like New York pizza much, much better.
I don't know what I walked into, but Yusuf's right. It's not superior. You can't fucking fold a deep dish, can you? Cause it's better.
It's better.
Cause that's how you fucking eat. You should not need a fork to eat your pizza. You fucking hold it. Just fucking eat. You just yes, and you fold hand food.
Yes.
Chicken
I
nuggets
mean-
are not foldable. Dizzy and Fergor need their opinions in on this.
I
Deep
like
dish or
pineapple.
I mean, I agree with
flat. Gotta be
pineapple. No,
flat. Gotta be
pineapple's
flat.
fucking
Deep dish
amazing.
is yeah.
Alright,
But
flat.
pineapple's horrible.
I don't know, but I'm loving the
Never.
pecans. I'm loving all of the pecans. They're beautiful. And the like murder face in the corner that's like, hey, I'm gonna fuck some shit up.
Oh yeah, I forgot to finish my murder face.
We've got unibrow pecan, dragon pecan, kind of normal pecan with like soulless black dead eyes, and then the murder face in the corner.
This
It's beautiful.
is gonna be a great D&D adventure.
Oh, for sure.
No, not at all.
I mean, I have a town map. It's hand drawn in a notebook. Because I'm me, and that's what I spent English doing. Yeah. You give me a second. Well, it does if I download the image.
I don't understand. I just pulled it up on my other screen.
Aha!
I don't. What are you talking about?
Dizzy, you have like 20 screens though,
I
don't
have
you?
so many screens. It's set up to run 6.
Why not?
I have a Strix GTX 1080 Ti.
Listen, you
I
guys.
lied. I have 2 Strix 1080 Ti's.
Oh my gosh.
Mine's got 12 gigs to the graphics card. So it's 14 altogether because it's running 2 cards. And it's got a 250 SSD that's running my operating system, and a 2 terabyte SSD for my games.
Hey, Dizzy,
Uh-huh.
how do you do this?
How do you do what?
How do you do that? How do you have so many things?
Oh, because yeah, I got money. My computer is easily just over $10,000.
Dude, mine is like a couple hundred, maybe.
No, God, no, I couldn't. I just no.
Wow, that's okay. Didn't I already post that?
Yeah.
Oh, I did. Oh no.
Yeah, this computer did start as a completely different build, but now there's no original piece from that computer.
Anybody who came to the stream, anyone who came to the stream expecting D&D is broadly misinformed. We will be talking about computer parts for the next 4 hours.
Oh, good. Well, I got
Plus, I
64
upload-
gigs of RAM.
No, we're
That's a very both pecan.
oh my god, I love it. Do I have a drum? Wait, am I holding a drum set?
I have no clue.
Yo. Should be holding an accordion. Alright. Well, are we ready to get going then?
Yeah, I'm down.
Beat us all.
Nice, Dizzy. Oh shit! Now it's D&D. It's official.
Oh, oh no.
Right, let me pull up my 20 pages of notes because I'm me. No.
No.
If you're worried about editing, then fuck, don't worry about it. You could do what I used to do, which is you put a time stamp thing and just go like, listen, if you don't want to hear random bullshit, then just skip to there. Edit it yourself. Fuck you. And then you're good. Alright. Yes. We'll start with Dizzy.
Uh-huh.
We can start with Dizzy.
Okay.
Dizzy sounds nice enough. Yes, I'm just saying I'm starting with Dizzy. Don't worry about it. Okay.
This is how this campaign is gonna go.
Yep. So Dizzy musical Revan Malnak and whatever the fuck musical's name because I can't pronounce it. Beeswax. Beeswax, Malnak, and Revan. You all have been staying at a place called the Third Phoenix. You're in the port city of Devil's Rising, which is in the kingdom of Orion, which is largely devoted to the god also named Orion. So devoted they named their country after it. The Third Phoenix is a small 2-floor cavern. It's got rooms upstairs, and you three have been staying the night. Not together, but you're all there.
Mm.
And Dizzy,
Mm-hmm.
you would have it's about noon, you've just woken up, and you've headed downstairs.
Yeah, sounds about right. Malnak does not care about his own hygiene.
Good. The occupants of the tavern. There are 3 men in scarlet robes in the corner playing cards. A half-orc in black leather, sort of in the corner, and he's got a ruby necklace dangling from his neck. There's a few scattered townsfolk from the farms outside town, or fishermen. An old man is at the bar, completely knocked out.
Do I remember having punched him the night before, or is he new to me?
You've seen him around, but mostly asleep and very drunk. Very, very drunk.
Amazing. So it's what? It's noon?
Yes. And also in the tavern, you see Fergor, describe yourself.
Well, you see, imagine like a hunchback of Notre Dame. Now
Mhm.
put like a plague doctor garment on top of it. You
Okay.
have a pretty good description of how I look. I do have a mask on. Sure. Go with that.
Phantom Quasi. And you also see, I assume in a corner somewhere, how do you...
See what? You broke up.
Musical, describe yourself. This isn't a dating app. What? Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
But so you're a tiny human? Okay, tiny wood elf. Gotcha. So average wood elf. Okay.
Malnak, what do you want to do? Walk down to the bar. It's about noon.
Okay, Malnak has walked into the bar. He's wearing a loincloth and just a bunch of furs over himself. He looks clearly hungover, and sidles up to the bar and then says, "Oh, hunched bird person. Do you want a drink?"
Fergor, that's your cue.
And that I must say, I agree with you.
Excellent. So Malnak pesters the barkeep for two of the finest drinks in the establishment.
Strong or fine?
Strong. He meant strong with his orc face.
The bartender. The bartender will turn around and start grabbing you the drinks you ordered.
Okay.
How many are you ordering?
Two. One for me and one for what I think is a bird.
Okay.
Just because I have a bird mask doesn't mean I'm a bird.
I don't know that. Yeah, I think you might be a bird. I kind of want to get you to take the mask off and see.
You could be a bird. You never know.
I've woken up to stranger creatures.
Well, the person taking your order is a large, very large albino dragonborn.
Jesus.
White scales, red eyes. You've talked to him over the last few days because you've been here a bit getting drunk. His name is
Every
Aspacius.
time Malnak sees this albino dragon, he shudders and goes, "Oh," and then immediately back into the conversation.
All right. So Aspacius comes up. He puts two very large tankards on the table.
Okay,
Says a
Malnak
silver
grabs one.
apiece.
Do I have gold? Hold on. I think I have gold.
Did you just order drinks and broke?
Yeah, I might have. Hold on.
Wonderful start. Hey Virgo, you know this dude you don't know? You might have to cover for him monetarily.
No, I have 10 gold.
50
We're good.
gold
We're good. Yep.
All right.
Okay. 9 gold. 8 silver. All right, I take one tankard and smack it twice on the counter and try to get the bird person's attention. I say, "Bird person, you drink."
Why? I'll take the drink.
All right, with bated breath, I wait for him to take the mask off. Just like mug up to my lips, just eyeing him intensely.
I just gotta lift up the tip of my mask a little bit and take a sip.
Oh my gosh.
If you
PK, I'd like to make a perception check.
Yeah,
Just
roll perception.
awesome. Perception.
Actually, Virgor, you should a deception, assuming you want to not have him see what's under the mask, right?
Yeah, I mean, he could use a lot of things for that sleight of hand.
So,
Doesn't matter.
so
He knows.
So
Fergor,
your mask flies across the room.
yeah, Fergor, as you're tipping the mask that you can get the drink. You're doing so, you end up kind of missing with where you were pouring, and alcohol goes streaming into your hand. And as you go to catch the mask, Dizzy.
Yeah.
Fergor, are you just wearing like the mask and a hood? Right?
Aye.
Okay. Dizzy, you see a few like scarce black feathers as he stumbles for the mask and puts it back on quickly.
I drink as much of the drink I can in celebration, pumping my fist in the air, slam it down on the table and go, "I fucking knew it." Bird person.
I don't know what you speak of.
What's your response to that, Fergor?
Excuse me, sir. I thought I misheard you. What,
Did
what
you-
said
did you-
have you?
I said bird person. And then Malnak corrects himself, realizing that he's being impolite, and extends his hand and says, "I'm Malnak. Sorry, bird person. What's your name?"
Reverend Blackstone of the Alchemist Guild.
Malnak chuckles back into his drink and says, "Fucking bird person."
Musical? You gonna do anything seeing this? As you, Revan, you've noticed that the orc that you now know as Malnak next to you has drawn a bit of attention. As you see, the barkeep's chuckling to himself, and everyone else around the bar is just kind of staring at you two.
Okay.
Mostly confused.
So, Revan turns towards the barkeep, and he's gonna say, "Barkeep, ask you I must of what quests you might have. Any rumors, perhaps?"
I mean, not much. Festival's tonight. And with that, two figures are going to walk into the bar. One after the other. The first will be Yusuf. How would you describe yourself?
A person.
You're gonna have to do better than that.
Gosh dang it. I don't know. Can't use my words.
Don't make me go off the drawing I did of you, 'cause that's not good. You don't want that.
Alright. Let's see. Imagine a person who just came out from sea, has ragged clothes, and perhaps a small beard.
You're a dude, correct?
Obviously.
Okay. First of all, you're echoing like shit, Yusuf.
Yeah.
Just try him off in the 20. Hover over his portrait and click on
Oh.
the mute icon.
Yeah, that's why. You're on roll 20. Okay. Yeah, you just gotta mute him in roll 20 and it'll fix it.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah.
But yes, so... Yusuf, do you have the weapon on you?
On my waist.
What's that look like? In the scabbard.
Gosh. Too much questions.
It's interesting.
Scabbard. Huh. Alright. On the scabbard, on the hilt of the scabbard, is a gem.
What color is this gem?
Doesn't matter.
I'm gonna go with orange then, because I know your favorite fucking gem.
Dang. Wonder if it's my name or anything.
Alright. So a ragged man walks in with a very elegant looking sword on his waist. Other than that, he looks like he's just kind of been dragged through a garbage lot.
Basically.
But he stumbles in, and behind him walks in another human with a large sort of open robe revealing a chest that has two tattoos winding up it, and the sleeves are cut off. Yes, male. And the tattoos wrap around his arms as well.
I
along
open the
one arm-
chest.
You like you open the robe.
Keep going. Keep going. Sorry.
You're good. He walks in. He's got 2 tattoos of dragons. One is silver and one is black, and both wind up each arm respectively before meeting on his chest, and you can see the 2 heads on his open chest.
Is said person Hulk Hogan?
No. Rather thin. He's rather thin. He's got a very bald, and the robes are silver and blue. Walks in and exclaims to the entire bar, "The Panshin will be performed at the festival. If you would like to see us, Panshin. The Panshin will perform tonight at. If you'd like to see such a miraculous show of music and do come." And he starts passing out flyers to people.
I asked for 2.
All right. He hands you 2. On the flyer, you see that there are the 2 dragons, but in the center there's a dancer, and it starts listing off things like sword swallowing and dancing and music and all these different things. So
It's a
it keeps
circus.
going. Pretty much. It's a
Have I heard the undercomment?
would you like to make a perception?
I want to make a perception too.
You do not hear the comment.
Do I hear the
Dizzy.
comment?
Rolled a... Yeah, Dizzy hears it.
Ale spills out of Malnak's nose. Oh, probably
I'm
hair.
going-
Cool.
All right, Dizzy.
Yeah.
You
Right. Malnak hears the comment. Ale fires out of his nose, and he laughs uncontrollably, nearly losing his seat.
As you almost fall over, the other bartender, who's a small human female, she runs up to try and help you back up, and the Dragonborn is just laughing his ass off behind the bar.
This Dragonborn fucking loves it. I turn to the Dragonborn and be like, I'll be here all week.
He
Don't worry
he does a grandiose bow to you and nods.
about it.
Yusuf, what are you going to do? You've just walked into the bar. A man walked up behind you, walked past you, and started handing out flyers.
Ignore him.
Are you just going to the bar?
Yep, just going in bar.
All right. You walk up to the bar. Do you want to sit next to the gigantic bellowing orc man or the very quiet masked hunchbacked thing?
The thing, obviously.
All right. Oh yeah, or the elf.
No, I want the thing. I want to sit next to the thing. The thing is amazing.
Fergor. A ragged man with a very elegant weapon sits next to you at the bar.
Do I need to roll if my flaw takes over?
Oh no! No, are you a magpie?
I don't even remember what the fuck your flaw is. Now I'm worried.
Please steal the
What I'm
sword.
doing. That I'm going to let it to make it take place right now. But
I
you
guess
do-
should I
Fergor?
roll for it?
No, but you're going to get. It's going to catch your attention immediately. So,
It's gotta be.
Yusuf, as you sit down next to this hunchbacked, masked figure, he immediately turns to you and starts looking down at your waist.
Okay then.
Sort of interest that you have there, sir.
It's really interesting, dwarf.
Malnak loses his mind again because he thinks he's just staring into his crotch.
The orc begins laughing. As you two are laughing, the man who's passing out flyers passes out flyers to everyone, including you guys. He does a grandiose bow and says, "Do come see us tonight," and then turns around and runs out the door.
Yes,
No, he's
that
just like very stoic, chest puffed, like speed walking out the door.
Oh, I pictured like a linebacker stance and then just a full sprint out the door. I look over to the two, and I say, "Oi, bejeweled beggar pirate, do you want a drink?"
Yusuf, I believe that would be towards you.
No, of course not.
Do you just ignore him, or do you deny the drink?
Dwarf, I deny that drink.
You just
Of
call
course
him
I
a
don't need it.
dwarf?
Did you just
I'm
call
gonna
me a
call him
dwarf?
I'm gonna go everywhere. Dwarf.
Whoa, whoa. That's not okay. Oh my god. The grip on Malnak's cup tightens, and then he takes 10 long seconds of deep breaths and sets it back on the table. And tries again and says, "Dude, would you like a drink?"
Respond again with no.
Oh, okay.
Dizzy, now's the time to ask you, do you have the totem on you, or is it in your room?
Oh shit! No. Okay. Well, I said I just came down with furs, so immediately Malnak realizes that he doesn't have his totem and fucking sprints straight up the stairs to go get it, and
So
comes
the
back
orc-
down with a totem harnessed to his back.
After hearing you say no, Yusuf, the half orc gets up and just sprints up the stairs.
Guy he is.
Would you guys, the rest of you three, want to do anything while Malnak gets his wooden pole?
I'll continue sitting.
Beats me.
I'm glad you didn't flip that one, Fergor. That's all right. All right. Then,
That's
as you
brutal.
guys all kind of sit there in silence, the large. Would you like to do that, Fergor?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you broke up.
No, I
Yeah.
stopped talking. I didn't break up.
Oh,
Fergor distracted me.
gotcha.
Fergor, would you like to do that? Do you have to roll to do that, or you just say?
I just gotta get up. I will get up and I will just say, "I'll be right back."
So
And I
the
go to the thing.
hunchbacked masked person he just kind of waddles over to the staircase and pulls something out of his bag and sets it at the base of the staircase. Do you just waddle back to your seat?
Mm-hmm.
Sure. Are you being, Fergor, are you being sneaky about it, or are you just putting it on the staircase and walking away?
I just kind of pushed it on the staircase, hoping no one noticed.
Hey, Malnak?
Yep.
You guys, first of all you guys hear a door slam open and the heavy stomps of the orc. Would you
I
like to make
grab
a
the rest of
perception?
my equipment as well. Yeah, I would love to make a perception check.
Which one do you go by? But are But why are you tossing 2 dice?
That's just how it's roll. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So it's 4 advantage. Let's say we go with, because we went with his perception of 19. So left until there's an advantage or disadvantage roll.
Okay.
Because we went with Dizzy's 19 before instead of his 4.
Okay.
So, Musical, you see him put something on the staircase and waddle back. Dizzy, would you like to make a perception check?
Yeah, I would love to. Hey, oh, that's not so bad. Do I see anything on the stairs?
You see a small rock at the base of the stairs.
So to me, it just seems like a rock.
Yeah, it's just a rock.
All right, I come down the stairs and I jump over the last stair to the landing.
Fergor, does it have proximity or do you have to physically touch it?
It has proximity of 10 feet.
Okay. Malnak,
Yeah,
as you walk towards the rock, as you're getting ready to jump,
yeah.
the rock explodes
It pushes him 5 feet in the direction.
with a thunderous boom shaking the whole tavern. The rock explodes.
Oh my
You
god.
need to make a Constitution saving throw, Malnak.
Oof, okay.
What does he need to? Yeah, just him. What does he need to beat, Fergor?
I think it's just if it's and then higher.
Higher than what though?
Higher than 10.
Okay, so you have to beat a 10 with a. Okay, you're good.
It doesn't do any damage, don't worry.
Yes. So as you're getting ready to jump, you see the rock start sparking, and you
Right.
instantly get ready to hold. The rock explodes in a wave of energy, but you hold your ground.
Okay.
And there's a small ring of like charred ground where at the base of the staircase. You
Yeah.
hear the Dragonborn behind the bar shout like, "Well, why do you need to go and do that? I was starting to like you," and he's pointing at you, Malnak.
Right. Malnak, now terrified and aggressive, draws his greatsword and looks angrily around the bar. and he says to the barkeep, "This isn't my fault. I got up the stairs just fine."
All
I
right.
make a smirky comment. Maybe it's a
What
totem on your back. That did the boom.
It's your boom totem.
It's my
Are you
totem.
making that loud enough for Dizzy to hear, or are you saying it
I'm
to
making
yourself?
it loud enough so everyone can hear.
Okay. Dizzy?
I say, "Oh, bird person. I carved this totem myself out of wood."
Musical. Yusuf, do you have any response to any of this, or are you still just staring at the bar being quiet?
Staring at the bar.
All right. Just stoic.
Yes.
All right. Well, Dizzy, do you want to take a seat at the bar, or do you want to start seeing who blew up your?
Well, I mean, nobody like drew weapons against me, so I don't think this was an attack. And I'm like just
When-
shifty-eyed, looking around at the bar, slowly putting my greatsword back.
When you drew your sword,
Yeah.
The other half orc in the bar in the corner in black leather, he looked up at you and then looked back down at the floor without a comment. And
Okay.
all the townspeople looked at you wide-eyed and fucking terrified.
No, I'm used to that look.
Yeah. And then there were 3 men in the corner.
Yeah.
Where 2 like shifted in their seats real quickly and like stared at you wide-eyed, and the last one just kept playing cards without a comment.
I like that guy. I make a mental note that guy's a badass, and I slowly walk back to the bar, looking around at everybody, making sure nobody's gonna attack me.
Well, between Bird Person and Musical, The large half-orc sits back down. The bartender looks at you and says, "Well, you lot are quite the show," and he gives you a free drink to all of you.
I celebrate this like it was my victory and mine alone.
Okay. Yusuf,
bird
there's now a
person-
drink in front of you as well.
So delicious.
my
Alright, you
my,
start drinking.
my bird person just kind of very slowly shoves the drink towards the guy to the rugged looking guy.
Alright. Are you
Okay.
shoving the new drink or also the one that you drank part of? Oh wait, no, never mind, you spilled that one.
It's a new one, and I'm saying, sorry, drunk I mustn't be.
He's pushing his drink away.
He's pushing it to Yusuf.
I
the
reach
rugged
across however many people are between me and bird person, and
You're
I take
next
the
to
drink.
bird person.
Okay, sorry.
A
Never
large
mind.
arm reaches past bird person, grabs the drink before Yusuf, and slides it back towards him.
The response.
The rugged man just keeps drinking his drink.
I look across both ways down the table and I say pre-drink before the festival, and then I start chugging one drink before slamming it down and chugging the second drink.
All right.
He accepts it wholeheartedly and gives you a look of just endearing friendship.
Ooh.
So the said bird person turns towards the half elf and asks, "What brings you here?" The half elf of wherever.
Do you mean musical?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, hello elf. I'm sorry.
You ho elf.
I have an accent. I can't do much against that.
Elves are a proud and noble race.
I have what? Much slower.
Fergor, we need a letter a minute. Just one letter every minute. Yeah. Fergor, repeat. What were you saying to her?
What? Brings you here? Traveler of elf kind. You don't know.
It's a hunched man in a mask. And robes and a hood. It's
Is there some kind of like knowledge check? Since I've seen him, like, do I know what he is?
that would be history, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Well, are you
Probably.
trying to say like not religion? It would either be investigation or history.
Yeah, I feel well. Yeah, investigation's trying to find knowledge. History's like trying to remember if you know something.
Yeah, then history.
History. I'm gonna roll history to see if I know. I continue to call him Bird Person, for in my mind that is his race.
He is bird person of the bird people. Are you gonna respond to that, Fergus?
Does it help? Perhaps I can. to help. Perhaps I can.
Ukrainian Yoda is my new favorite thing.
It's the best. I'm gonna ask him to repeat everything. Even when I hear it properly.
Look at what you started, Fergor. Look at what you.
Zach, you mustn't. Young Padawan.
Yes. The hunchbacked man offers you help in your. The widow.
No.
No,
Nope.
they all just stand there silently.
Yep. Basically.
Malnak just nods and works on his fourth drink.
Yep.
I should probably have been on the first one.
I mean, considering how large you are, imagine you can down quite a few.
All right.
I'll give you. I'm giving you 5.
Okay.
You're in a small city tavern. They're not that strong.
Still feeling pretty good. I look around the bar and I say, I love you guys, and I love this bar. It's way better than the second Phoenix.
The bartender starts wholeheartedly laughing and says, "Well, I guess you don't know the story behind this place, do you?"
There was no second Phoenix. Malnak
There was.
shakes
There was
his
a
head
second-
yes, and he says, Of course I know the story behind it.
Ah, interesting. Well, yes, this one's quite better.
So there was a second Phoenix?
Oh, there was a second Phoenix and a first Phoenix.
Outstanding. So I was right, because I
Yes.
know.
You know
Okay.
all. That history check of 4, you know all.
That's
So-
my history check for bird people. let me make a history check for the second Phoenix.
Okay, so you remember him talking about it in the days before, because it's
Right.
just one of the stories of the bars.
Right.
And it's called the third Phoenix because the last 2 times it was built, it was burnt down. And it's been burnt down twice, and they've rebuilt it every time.
Oh, perfect. I recount this story to everyone in the bar as if I was there both times.
Okay. The townspeople start looking at you. The black leather dwarf and the people playing cards ignore you. You all hear the story of the tavern and grandiose tale from the ancient Malnak, who's seen it all.
Priceless.
Malnak, you would actually remember the cause with that history check. It's not exactly hidden knowledge. The first time it was destroyed in a raid from the sea, and the second time a demon came from the north and just kind of ransacked half the town, and then went off. Yeah. Yes.
We can.
So it's been sacked by a demon and a thing.
Damn.
Checks the chat.
With that, you know there are people in the guild that could possibly have the knowledge, but you know no one specific.
Well, Revan will comment. Perhaps we could go to the guild. Maybe. Help we will find. should I give the name to my guild, Aiden?
That's up to
That's
you.
up to you. It's
The
up to you.
Guild of the
everyone.
Silver Serpent. The Alchemist Guild. Perhaps slowly hiding away as we have a pool of fire acid.
Oh, that wasn't fire. But yes. All right.
Well,
Malnak finishes his fourth drink while motioning to the bartender to have another one ready, and lifts his empty cup into the air and says, "To the guild!" and smashes it down on the table, expecting a fifth drink.
Some alcohol spills out as you smash it down, and the bartender grabs 4 mugs, fills them up, and slides them down to all 4 of you.
Excellent.
Revan, are you gonna dispose of your drink as well?
I will try to take a sip
Okay.
without, like, slightly lifting my mask, drinking. And then
That's a
kissing.
good idea.
Yusuf, are you drinking as well?
I accidentally finished it all.
Well, are you drinking the new one?